Hello, my name is Rosie Chapman. They also call me Miz Rosie The Storyteller. I enjoy educating and entertaining at the same time. And I involve the audience in my storytelling. They get to play the African instruments before we get into our storytelling event. They also get to volunteer to be actors in the stories along with me. I enjoy doing African folktales, African American folktales, Native American, and Aboriginal folktales. I incorporate African instruments in with my stories as well. Some of the other things I do are one-woman shows of Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Rosa Parks, and Maya Angelou and her poetry. I do interactive edutainment. My first story, Anansi the Spider. Anansi was a trickster. Anansi was called a trickster because he played tricks on everybody. And because he was a trickster, Anansi no had very many friends because people were tired of him playing tricks on them. One day, Anansi was going to eat dinner, and he thought about maybe he should invite someone over, but he had no friends to invite over. So Anansi cooked a big meal for himself, all by himself, and he set the table. But just as he sat down to eat, there was a knock at the door. Anansi says, "I wonder who that is. I hope that's no one wanting to eat my food." So Anansi goes to the door. He opens the door, and there Sister Turtle is standing. Anansi pretends he does not see her. He looks up. He looks down. He looks around. Sister Turtle is standing there waving at him. She says, "Anansi, here I am." Anansi says, "Yeah, what do you want?" Sister Turtle says, "I come from a far-off country and I'm so very hungry. I want something to eat." Well, Anansi wanted to say, "That's too bad. That's not my problem." But he knew he could not say that because people would talk about him. So he says, "I guess you can come in and have dinner with me." So she comes in to Anansi's house and she sits down. But before they could start eating, Anansi looks at her and he says, Oh, wait a minute, my Sister Turtle. In my country, we wash our feet before we eat. So you have to go out to the pond and wash your feet. So Sister Turtle goes out to the pond to wash her feet. While she is gone, Anansi starts eating very fast, very fast, very fast. Sister Turtle comes back in the house. She sits down, and Anansi says, "Oh, my sister, your feet are still dirty. You must go wash them." Well, Sister Turtle goes back out. She comes back in, but she comes up on the grass. She sits down, but as she sits down, Anansi takes the last bite of food. Sister Turtle's not very happy. So she goes home to her country. Anansi one day goes to find her to eat up her food. Well, Sister Turtle plays the same trick on Anansi. And the lesson in this story is, be careful when you play a trick on someone, because they may come back and play the same trick on you. And that's my story. Well, y'all come back here and we'll tell some more stories. And maybe next time you hear a story about Brer Rabbit.